Before we get this video started, what I want to do is an exercise. I would like you to take a deep breath, unclench your jaw, take another deep breath, and relax. We got this. You gonna get through whatever it is. You gonna get through, all right? So let's go ahead and get into the video. Blessings, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. My name is April Harewood, and on my channel, I like to talk about positivity, mental health, and spirituality. Those three things are very important for me because if you're new to this channel, you wouldn't know, but I am diagnosed bipolar. Positivity goes hand in hand with having a mental health issue because you can't let that mental health issue you can't beat yourself up for it. You know, you have to remain positive in spirituality, whatever spirituality looks like to you. I want to talk about being strong, being independent, and those of us who feel like I can do it, I don't need help, I got this, I can do it by myself. And I'm thinking about it so hard because I am this person. So I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video a couple times because you know how they say you can give advice, you need to take it. I'm gonna have to watch this video to take my own advice when I'm not in my highest form of myself. I want to make it perfectly clear that we are strong. Everyone is strong. Everyone has their groups of strengths, and we also have our groups of weaknesses. For the strong women and men who feel like they have to do everything on their own, you don't. You need to develop a support system. You cannot burn bridges with everyone. You can't. You just can't burn bridges with everyone. Now, if there's people in your life who are just not treating you right, by all means, let them go. But you need to be developing some type of support system. And that's just not for physical, tangible things. That's for having a person to lean on, having a person to talk to, having a person to vent to, having a person who could give you great advice, you know. And then those of us, and I say us because it's me included, but those of us who, when we need help, when we're struggling, we don't make a sound. We don't ask for help. We don't say, I need you to sit here and say nothing while I vent. We don't say, I need X, Y, and Z. Or we don't say, I'm having an issue with the way we're interacting or the way we do or do not communicate. And this is what I need to make me happier with being around you. You can't get upset when someone is not treating you the way you want to be treated. And in all actuality, we teach people, I'm gonna say it again, we teach people how to treat us. Okay, so for instance, if you're dating someone and this person is not, you know, giving you time, or this person is not communicating or reassuring you the way you need to be reassured, you can't have that attitude. And when they ask you what's wrong, nothing. You know, you see that? I do it. But you can't say nothing. You have to tell this person, let's have a conversation at a later time where I can go into depth with what's wrong. And we can come up with a plan on how we can fix this. And also, while we're here, is there something that I do that you need adjusted, changed? Do you need reassurance? Like, am I asking for a lot but not giving in the same instance of what I'm asking? Because as humans, we kind of forget that other people may need what other people may need from us. And going back to another scenario, you can't be mad that you're not getting the support you need from your support system if you're not asking your support system for help. I can say, oh, I got it. And I can look so strong to people that they would never know I was struggling. They would never know that I was drowning because I'm not making a splash. I can look so strong to in people's faces, and I do this a lot, and I told you before that I'm bipolar and I have manic depression, and the way that I can mask and trick people into believing that everything is a-okay. Sometimes I have to sit down with myself and say I'm not okay and I need help. But I do mask, and a lot of us who have bipolar or borderline personality disorder, ADHD, whatever, we can mask like we're okay, and we can seem like nothing's wrong, and then when we're by ourselves, things just go to hell. Like, things just, mentally we're cluttered. Mentally we have a lot going on. And when you're cluttered like that and you have a lot going on in your mind, sometimes it's easier to find it out. Having an easy way out is not the way out. It's not. It's not. You need to be here. We love you. But you also need to let someone know. There's always, when something happens to someone and they say, oh, well, we never even knew that this person was having, any kind of issue. She seemed bright and upbeat all the time. Those people are masking. And so if you're watching this and you know someone who is doing that, make sure, if you're their support system, make sure you're asking the hard questions. Are you okay mentally, physically? What do you got going on today? What do you got going on in your mind? Can we talk about anything? We as humans, we all need that, whether you have a mental health issue or not. And here in Western society, we all diagnosed with some. It's no way around it. You might be diagnosed, undiagnosed. We're all having an issue with something. And so that's why I made my channel about positivity and mental health and spirituality, because there's not enough people speaking on these things, and there's a lot of people who are just undiagnosed, or they have a diagnosis and they're not receiving help. And hurt people, and we're not even understanding what it is that we're doing that may be hurting someone. Like, I am very nonchalant when it comes to certain things, and I will ghost you. And I don't necessarily mean to ghost you, but if I'm going through something and I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to ask for help, and I'm just going to try to deal with it myself. And to other people, it looks like I just feel like people are disposable, and that's not the case. I'm working on me, and I don't want to necessarily be a burden to you. I'm working on me, and I don't want to be a burden to you. I feel like I'm a burden, especially when I'm feeling down. And that's where I say I'm going to have to go back and watch this video, because I've worked on it, but, self-sabotaging is a thing, and self-sabotaging is a thing for everyone, not just those who are diagnosed. It can be a thing for anyone. We might call it different things. Some people might say, this is self-sabotage, and some people might say this is imposter syndrome. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing, and we need to work on it. I don't want this video to be extra long, but so I'm going to end it right here. And on a positive note, if you need help, be vocal about it. Say it. Ask for what you need. And even if you're not asking a person, ask the universe. Ask the Most High. Ask and you shall receive, right? So just don't think that somebody can read your mind and give you what you need without you asking. It doesn't work that way. I would love it to work that way, but it doesn't work that way. Whatever you need, you have to go out there and get it. And I made a video, I think it was a short, that said, you either have it or you don't. This year's your year. Go out and get it. Ask for it. Manifest it. Manifest it. Okay? So even if you're not asking someone for something, ask the Most High for what you need and you shall receive. It's right there in the Bible. It's right there in any type of work. It's right there in that shadow work. Ask yourself for what you need. Ask yourself for stuff out loud. Ask yourself for what you need to do and say, today is going to be the day of completion. I'm going to get everything I need to get done. And say what it is you need to get done, because you're asking yourself, your higher self, to go ahead and, hey, let's get this, let's knock it out of the park. So I am going to end this video right here. If you stayed tuned the whole time, thank you very much. And if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I make sure to get back to everyone who does leave a comment. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, peace and love.